y'all, Molly here, Molly Cule. I'm here today to help your kindergarten teachers teach you about science. I learned a lot about science from my Aunt Val. I love my Aunt Val. For some reason, she doesn't take me on her trips, though. You might know my Aunt Val. See the picture of my Aunt Val? Yes, Valerie Frizzle. Miss Frizzle, that's my aunt. She's been teaching me all about science, but she won't let me ride on the bus with Phoebe and Carlos and Arnold. Although that Janet, little glad I'm not on the bus with her. All right, y'all, so I am here to help your kindergarten teachers, your fabulous, beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous kindergarten teachers help you learn all about science. Now, science, y'all should know what science is, right? It is all about asking questions and finding out the answers. And if you do science, you're a scientist. So, and there are many different ways you can be a scientist. If you help build buildings, you're a scientist. If you're an animal doctor, guess what? You're a scientist. If you help make different formulas, which you guys like to call potions, and you help make something like medicine or new paint or something like that, guess what? You're a scientist. If you help animals, you're a scientist. If you grow plants, you're a scientist. So what do all these scientists do? Well, I'm going to show you what all these scientists do. Are you ready? Because I know I'm ready. They ask a question. Yes, they do. They ask a question. So we're going to ask a question today, and we're going to do a science experiment together. I'm so excited. I'm more excited than a fly at a picnic. They form a hypothesis. That is just basically a prediction, which I know y'all been doing with your teachers. Hypothesis is a scientific question. When you say, I think, and then you say what you think's going to happen. Then they test them out. That's your experiment. You have to see if it works. May not always work every time, and it may not work the way you think. But you also keep track by recording your observations. That just means you write down and you draw what you did. And then you take all that information and you say, this is what happened and this is why I think it happened. And that's called your conclusion. So, my dears, guess what? You ready to be junior scientists with me? Yes, I'm so excited. Aunt Frizz, Aunt Valerie, she don't like when I call her Aunt Frizz because everybody else calls her the Frizz. She told me all about this experiment and she showed it to me. And I went, ooh, those kids at Evergreen, they're going to love this. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit so you can see what it is. All right, we have an apple, and I use this tool. That's why I'm wearing my safety glasses. And it took the middle part of that apple out. That's called the core, y'all. And you can look in that core, and you can see the seeds and the stem right here that goes down the middle. And I took it out. Now, in the middle of this, I'm going to put some powder. This powder is called baking soda. I'm going to put so much in there. Ooh, a little bit more. We'll have some fun with this. Whoop. Okay. And then, so you can really, really, really see it good, I'm going to add a couple drops in there of green food color. And I love green. Green is my favorite color. And then I'm going to take this liquid. This liquid, y'all, is vinegar. Vinegar is so good. Helps to make coleslaw. It's good with cucumber and onion salad. But in this case, y'all, we are going to add it to the baking soda. Now, before we do that, you have to make a prediction. You have to have your hypothesis. What do you think is going to happen right now? So get that in your head. What do y'all think is going to happen? Are you ready? Here we go. Whoa, look at that, y'all! We just did an apple volcano! It exploded! We're worse than when you hit a watermelon in June. Let's see, can we do any more? We'll do a little more. Woo-wee! Look at it go. So y'all, what really happened was, it didn't really explode. What happened, y'all, was the chemicals that make a baking soda combined with the vinegar and created this chemical reaction, which made it gassy with the bubbles and made it overflow the apple. So, if you do this at home, you got to do this with your parents' permission and help, a grown-up. Okay, y'all, I'll be back soon. We're going to do an experiment with weather next week. And next Friday, I'm going to show you how to make a milk rainbow. Until then, seatbelts, everybody. Get messy. We're going to have fun. Bye, y'all.